So light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, I'm on fire.
Hey everybody. Well, episode 23 of Teen Wolf Season 3 just aired, and my heart hurts so much right now. So, the episode starts off where Dr. Deaton is pulling those flies out of Isaac and the twins' mouths, so they're themselves again. I guess Derek got, or someone got, he went and got it out of Derek too. Another thing that happens, let me just go ahead and say this isn't going to be a really long recap and review due to the fact I can't talk about this episode real long without crying again. I'm running on about 3 or 4 hours sleep. I actually had trouble sleeping last night after that episode. Anyways, Styles goes through the whole test with the Oni, and they mark the self thing on it, showing it that's him, he's himself now. Something else about Styles, we find out he's in incredible pain throughout the episode, and he's freezing, so he's still sick. He's not better. Lydia spends the episode being taunted by the Nogitsune. We see that Meredith chick, I think her name was Meredith. She's from the Eichen house, and apparently she's a banshee too, and everybody tries to get her to help them find Lydia, but Lydia doesn't want to be found. She even left a note on Allison's car window not to find her. We see a moment between Allison and Isaac where she asks about if he was really himself when they were together before he got like kind of possessed or whatever, and he says it was him, and that was a sweet moment. I really liked them together. Sorry. This is really hard talking about this episode. Twins get shot by an unknown assailant in the woods. Derek comes to their rescue, helps them out. It's just the whole thing. The episode's non-stop. Allison said it was silver bullet. She makes a silver arrow. Coach helps Scott, Styles, and everyone out to get Meredith out of the Beacon Hills High School once Kira tells him that Lydia's life and many other lives could depend on it. By the way, Meredith broke out of Eichen house, and there was a guard coming to get her, and Coach used his taser on the guard's taser on him. Maybe one of the few funny moments in the episode. Oh gosh, now the hard parts are coming. But we find out Kira's mom is going behind everybody's backs. She wants to destroy the Nogitsune on her own. I mean, we kind of knew that, but she's really trying to undermine everybody with that. When everybody gets to, well, wait, save that for a minute. Find out, I think it's only part of the big secret that Scott's parents are keeping from him, but we find out when Scott's dad left, when Scott was little, he was drunk and fighting with Scott's mom, and Scott came out, and Scott's dad grabbed his arm or wrist or whatever, and when Scott pulled back, he fell down the stairs and hit his head on the floor, and that was the night that Scott's dad left. But I mean, Scott acted like it wasn't a big deal and stuff, but it looked like Scott's father looked like he had more to say, so I'm waiting to see if there's more to the story, what were Scott's parents arguing about. That's what I want to know. The episode, after all that, the episode really tore my heart to pieces, just shredded it. When they all go to find Lydia, over Oak Creek, whatever you call it nowadays, she's been locked up with the Nogitsune. He's like holding her hostage, and he wants to know when his death is almost there, when the Oni are about to arrive, so that when the Oni show up, he can take control of them, which he did, by breaking the last tail, whatever, symbolization of Kira's mom's tail. And then we see her little firefly, whatever, flicker out and just disintegrate. Right after they all arrive and start arguing with Kira's mom about her letting them go get Lydia and save her and trying to stop the Nogitsune. Right about this time is when the Nogitsune takes over the Oni. So that's when all hell breaks loose and all the fighting starts. I actually, for a moment, I thought Isaac was gonna die in this episode, and I love Isaac. The alternative still isn't a good alternative. But as they're all fighting, Scott and Styles and Lydia are heading back, and then Styles like collapses, and Lydia ends up staying with him, and Scott runs to help everybody. But before she was like telling Scott and Styles when they found her, just, you weren't supposed to come get me. She asked who all was with them, and they all just had this distraught look on their faces that it just, oh my gosh, I freaked out when I just knew something about this episode from the beginning. I just got the tone, and I just knew who was gonna die, but I didn't want to believe it. So right as Scott's about to like get out there, he sees Allison used her one silver arrow and she destroyed one of the Oni, but then one of the other Oni came and stabbed her right through the stomach, and Scott gets out there and he goes and catches her as she falls, and Lydia screams Lydia screams Allison, and she's like kind of laying over Styles. Styles is just passed out because Styles is dying himself. It's just a really heart-wrenching scene. The way it was done, it really just tore me to shreds. That's probably the best way to describe the episode. And everything Allison was saying to Scott, and the way it was just performed, Crystal Reed did an amazing job. She's a phenomenal actress, and I'm gonna miss her on the show. All the different reactions that all the characters had while watching Allison die, that was really, really hard to watch, especially when Mr. Argent, her father, shows up and finds her dead. He flashes back to earlier than that day where she kind of just has a talk with him and tells him that she loves him, she's proud of him, she's proud of them, just because she never got to say bye to her mom and all that. I don't know if she knew she was going to die. I think she thought one of them could die, so that's why she did that. Of course, that's why she did that, but you always want to get in that last goodbye, so I think she felt fulfilled in a way when she died, like she got everything she needed done. I mean, I know she's a teenager, but I mean, and it's young, and you really can't get everything done in your life that you want done then, but what she felt needed to be said, I think she was able to say for the most part. I have no idea what the next episode's going to bring, who's going to die. I don't think it's going to be Styles. I think somehow he's going to be saved, because they're not going to kill another major character. It's probably going to be a secondary character, maybe one of the twins or something like that. I don't know. I hope y'all enjoyed this recap and review for the most part. It's kind of a sad one, but that's just how it is when there's an episode like this. Please continue to watch, comment, subscribe, and like this video if you liked it. I'm gonna go torture myself by watching more videos on YouTube about Allison. Rest in peace, Allison. And best of luck to you, Crystal. Thanks for watching, guys.